Okay, we need an update on the redistricting case. I guess we've talked about it together about 4 times. Judge Terry Lewis here in Tallahassee upheld the redone map so that the elections in 2014 can go forward. Where do we go from here?
Well, just to backtrack for a second, okay. I mean, you know, Judge Lewis in July ruled that congressional maps that were approved in 2012 were unconstitutional.
Right.
So they had to come in, the legislature came in a quick special session, revised the maps, tinkered a little bit, basically.
A little around the edges.
A little around the edges.
Districts.
So Judge Lewis upheld the revised map. He basically said that the legislature addressed his concerns, maybe even more, I don't know, more significantly, but very significantly. He said that basically that the new maps could not be used during this year's elections. I mean, we're in the middle of the election cycle right now. And basically said that it was, you know, had been all sorts of speculation about would he try to impose special elections, what would happen. He basically said, you know, we'll start using the new maps in 2016, and as far as this year's elections, we'll continue to use the old 2012 maps. So the opponents of the legislature, voting rights groups, League of Women Voters, some of those types of groups, now have filed a notice of appeal. They're going to take this, you know, issue up to, immediately goes to the First District Court of Appeal, but they've already indicated they want to take it straight to the Florida Supreme Court. I think everybody knows that this eventually is going to wind up with the Florida Supreme Court. They're sort of like, why waste the time? But the other significant thing they did is they've stopped pressing for these new districts to take effect this year or immediately. I mean, it looks pretty clear that it's going to be 2016 before any new districts actually are in play. You know, and as we've discussed, the biggest districts that are at issue here are Corrine Brown's district, which goes from Jacksonville to Orlando.
These are congressional districts.
Congressional districts, as well as district represented by Congressman Dan Webster in the Orlando area. Those are really the most affected, biggest issues in these cases.
I think we'll be talking about this for a while longer.
I think so.
Thank you, Jim. For more news about Florida politics and government, visit the Advances section of our website.